4 years after her first visit to Nigeria, the International Monetary Fund boss, Christine Lagarde, arrived the State House for an 11 a.m. meeting with President Buhari, Vice President Osinbajo, and the National Economic Team. The meeting lasted 1.5 hours. Lagarde says the thrust of our meeting with the presidents was to see how neighboring countries will benefit from the economy of Nigeria being the largest on the continent.
To those of you who wonder why the IMF managing director is visiting Nigeria, well, it's precisely to have a good discussion about these new objectives, these reforms, agendas that have been identified and supported by the President, and also to appreciate the impact that it will have on neighboring countries. Because when you have a very large economy like Nigeria, anything that it decides, any hardship that it faces, will actually have consequences around it. And that is certainly what our research and analytical work is demonstrating. Nigeria is one of those that actually have impact, not just on itself and its people, but around it, on its neighbors.
Lagarde maintains that the IMF will send a team of experts to Nigeria to see how to assist the implementation of the nation's budget.
The budget, because we have procedures at the IMF under which a team of economists is going to come next week actually to do what we call the Article 4, which is a review and an audit and a good discussion between partners, the IMF on the one hand, the country authorities on the other hand, to really assess whether the financing is in place, whether the debt is sustainable, whether the borrowing costs are sensible, and what strategy must be put in place in order to address challenges going forward.
She also commended the anti-corruption drive of the federal government. The IMF chief is in the country for a 4-day working visit. The IMF boss also cautioned Nigeria against policy rigidity. But as Mrs. Lagarde departs the shores of the country, Nigerians will be waiting to see the impact of our visit on the national economy. From the presidential villa in Abuja, I am Abiola Oluwole, Core TV News.